guys, so as you guys just saw pretty much in the intro, I got new tires. So I got some new Federal 595 RS RRs. And why did I get two, you might ask? Because actually this size right here is a 245 40 18, and I heard that these actually run a lot wider. So I got one size smaller, and I already need a one size smaller in the front because I have some rubbing issues. I have 255s all around, and so if this is actually, if they don't run bigger, then I'm just gonna put this one in the front, but if they do, then I'm gonna keep them in the rear because the rear is fine with 255s. So apparently in these, the 245 is like a 255, and then, you know, so on and so forth. So actually we can compare them right now. As you can tell, they actually are almost identical. And once we put them on a tire, they should be pretty much the same. So, stupid me though, I did not check and I got the 245 40, while these are the 255 35. So this one's a little taller, and I don't know how that's gonna be with clearance because it was already kind of close to the fender, so I might have to raise my car. But we'll have to see, and hopefully I don't. Comparison. These are supposed to be equivalent to like a Hankook RS3, but the look of it is more like a R AAA Toyo. So I really like the look. They look really good, and they have a nice thick sidewall. You can feel how soft they are, like the compound already, like they're so much softer than these. And yeah, they look super dope, and yeah, hopefully they're just as good. So we're gonna go and get them mounted. I'm gonna drive up to like a shop just right down the road, so hopefully they charge like 10 bucks a wheel because they're already taken off, so they're not even doing anything. They don't even have to put the car on the lift. So hopefully it's gonna be cheap, and we're gonna go and we're gonna test them in the front and the back, and we'll see how the traction's doing. So let's go. Look at this low though. Look at that. Look at it. Look how low. Stance Nation right here. How many fingers? How many fingers? Oh my god. 2, 3. Oh my god. I'm so low. And yeah, I also need to fix this, because the stupid thing keeps breaking and popping off. So yeah. Don't roll away, babe. Alright, let's go get the wheels mounted. Or tires, whatever. Alright, so first stop, big old tire, biggest ripoff in the world. First he told me 30 bucks per wheel for us. Alright, well, first he told me 30 bucks per wheel to just mount the tire, even though it's not even on the car, which is fucking ridiculous. Because it does not take, I don't know, that's just crazy. But yeah, big old tire, don't go there. Next stop, I'm gonna check. I actually don't know what the next tire shops are. They're kind of in that other area, whatever. I don't know what they are, but there is like a couple next to each other, so I'll just go from one to the next and ask them for prices until somebody tells me like 15 bucks or something, because that's the reasonable price to mount 2 tires on a wheel. So alright, well, this is starting to become actually a hassle, where Les Schwab right here said 80 bucks for 2 of them. So we're starting to get prices up to almost 100, where like soon it's gonna be as much as my fucking tire. But he told me to go to some like Bob's tire shop or some shit. Like, oh, backup camera, Subi. Anyways, he said Bob's something. Actually, I'm gonna park and look it up. That's gonna be quicker. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys. So we're getting up there. We keep raising prices, but I know for a fact I've had tires mounted for 10 bucks. So you just have to find those sketchy areas, and they're like in this area there isn't that many like those like weird like tire shops that are kind of like run by sketchy people. Those are the best. Just gotta tell you, people get scared, but those are the best, cheapest and easiest. So yeah, let's go find the Bob's thing, whatever the hell it's called. Alright, finally found one that's at $17 to $20, which is kind of an odd number, but that's what they said. And yeah, so that's pretty reasonable. I was really hoping for like 15 or 10, but I'll take what it is. I don't feel like driving far. The guy was super nice, and he was talking shit a little bit about people with stretched ass tires, because he was checking the size of my wheel, and he's like, if 45 is gonna fit on a 9.5 inch wheel, and he's like, yeah, that'll be fine. Like, he checked in this book, whatever. He was saying how some people come and they wanted to fit like a 215 on like a 9.5, and he just won't do it. And I think that's kind of funny, because a lot of people do run that, and it's actually not the greatest idea. And yeah, some old school dude, he really enjoyed it. I told him I do autocross, and he was talking about it, and yeah, he did not know what a BRZ is though. I had to explain it to him. I had to tell him it's sort of like a Mazda Miata kind of thing, but made by Subaru and Toyota. And it's actually really funny once you tell people that like Toyota makes them too. They get super confused, and they don't know, like, I don't know, it's for some reason at that point they really get confused, and they really can't figure out what you're talking about. Like, they're like, wait, you like combine them together? But I guess not that many car manufacturers do collabs, but I thought they did. I have no examples right now, but I thought there was some that are the same, made by 2 manufacturers. But cool dude, lower price, better than that. First was 50 bucks, and then they raised it up to 80. What? No, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna pay 80 bucks. Those tires are like 100 and something bucks per piece. I'm not gonna pay almost 100 bucks to mount them. And yeah, I don't know why it's gonna take them an hour or so. So we're gonna go back home, and then we're gonna wait for the call, and then we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna pick him up, and then we're gonna put him on the car, and then we're gonna not tread some tires because they're new tires. Alright guys, we're back, and I got the wheels, and here they are all mounted up with the meaty ass tire. And I can right now, just looking at it, tell you that I'm gonna be taking both the wheels off so we can compare them in a sec, but I can tell you right now that this is not as wide of a tire as that one over there. So the 245 is not larger than, or the same size as 255, because look at the lip. You see how much lip is showing? It's sort of, we can say stretched, but not really. It's not stretched, because you can see, you can tell it's not stretched, but the lip is showing. And look right here, there's barely any lip showing. Like, if you actually saw this, you can tell how much less. Like, let's compare. I'll go right here. You see how much the lip is showing, and then this, I don't know, through the camera it actually looks pretty similar, but just look at the tire. Like, if we go with the tire, you can't really see it, but here, if you go, you can see it no matter what. It sticks out a lot. Really, it looks like it's actually sort of stretched on there. Well, that one isn't. So I can tell you right now, this is probably not as wide of a tire as a 255. But on the other hand, it's actually good for me because that means I will get a 255 for the rear like I have right now. But this one is gonna go in the front, and I needed a smaller, and honestly this could be just enough for me to stop like rubbing perfectly, and I really want a 245 in the front, so this is actually perfect. So we're gonna mount them right now in the to the back, and I'm actually gonna see the fitment with like the height and see how I like it that way, and if maybe a 245 will actually work better in the rear than a 255, but I would like to run a 255 in the back still. So yeah, let's get to putting it on, and we'll see what the car looks like when it's dropped down on the ground. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like all the way down. As you can see, actually the fitment is pretty good. I honestly can't even, I can put like one finger in there. It's pretty gnarly. I might have to raise it, I don't know. This is what it looks like. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go test it out, drive it, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna switch it to the front and see how the fitment's in the front. But yeah, it looks good. Alright guys, so we're gonna be testing them out in the back. And what I can tell you right now from driving really slowly through my neighborhood is that these things are loud. I can hear them rotating in the back. I had my window open a second ago, and you can really hear them. Yeah, so you could really hear them when you're driving slowly around, and actually right now even you can hear them. They're very loud, and I don't know, it's probably not the, like, when I heard that they're gonna be really loud when I looked them up and did my little research, but I'm like, I have a loud exhaust, so I thought I'm not gonna hear it through it, but you can actually really hear them. You can hear it like that. It's like a weird, you guys aren't gonna catch this, especially not off the GoPro, but it's like this like whoa, like it almost sounds like they're not balanced. And yeah, they're very loud. I did not expect that, but that's usually how performance tires are, and you know, you get what you get. You either sacrifice one thing to gain something else. So far the grip is pretty good. I honestly, it's gonna be really hard to like test out the rear without like trying to like slide it, but if I clutch kick it, it's gonna slide no matter what tires I have. It might be a little more difficult, but it will still slide. I do not want to like, you know, mess up my tires just yet. So I'm not gonna try to do that, but I'm thinking like how I could really like test it out. I don't know, maybe I'll try turning really hard and see if once I accelerate around, if it's gonna kick out or not, and hopefully it doesn't. All right, let's see. It broke some traction, but honestly that felt pretty good. Alright, so I switched the wheels over, and as you can tell, this is a really tight fit. Like there's barely any room right here, and it's definitely gonna hit. It's very meaty setup, but so I came to the conclusion that I'm just gonna, the size is fine. As you can tell, it tucks in there nicely. It's not gonna really have any issues like rubbing wise. So I am gonna get the 245s all around, but I'm gonna get a 35, so it's a little lower, and I think that's gonna resolve it all out better, because I could raise the car, but I think I don't want to really do that, so I'm gonna get a 35 in the front, so the width is fine, and that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna switch them back, and yeah, so that's gonna probably conclude the video actually. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.